It's time to replace the Speedo cable. Now the Speedo goes up to 80. Now I've never gone 80 on this scooter, but I've heard that if you go about 80 on this scooter on these 10-inch wheels, it gets pretty sketchy, but I've never done that. So I've seen some other videos on YouTube. They showed you on the newer ones that don't have the solid head like mine. They have the removable head. And they kind of skip big chunks of it. They say you got to do this, and then they skip to the very end and go, oh wow, that was easy. So I just want to see how easy it is. So let me show you where I'm at now. So far I've taken the chrome cover off. I pulled the headlight out. Looks like a Cyclops with its eye popped out now. And then it let me disconnect the speedometer, and I've pulled the cable up. I have clipped the top end off of the speedometer cable housing, the outer sleeve of the speedometer cable. And then I ended up clipping the bottom part as well, even though you don't really have to, depending on your scenario. Then you have the new speedometer cable. One that isn't broken and is whole and isn't rusted shut. Right? So what you need to do is you need to get a cable that will fit in your new outer sleeve and your old outer sleeve and go all the way through. So usually like a gear or a clutch cable, something that's long enough to fit through both of them. Alright, so for the next step, you take your cable out of the sleeve and set it aside for now. You then take your super long cable and run it through your new sleeve. Right, so it's through the sleeve, and I got extra cable down there. And while it's through your new sleeve, you also run it into your old sleeve, and you want to run it until it goes all the way through and you can see it on the other side. And with this scooter, it goes through the head all the way down through the forks, and then it has this nasty little bend down there. I gotta try and spin it through. Alright, so it is all the way through. It is going through both, and I see it sticking out of the bottom of the outer sleeve. So now you take that piece that's through the outer sleeve and you grab onto it with some vice grips. One, so that it holds onto it and you don't want the cable sliding back through the other side. And now with it clamped, you take your new cable and you push it down into the fork and pull out from this side. I was getting hung up. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, there we go. Alright, so first time I went through, the covering started to rip up and it bound up in the hole, so I had to rip it off, put a little bit of electric tape on there to hold it down tight. The problem is that hole is so small in there, this thing barely fits through. But now I have it all the way up, so now I can disconnect this, take off the old sleeve that's getting thrown away, Take out the temporary cable. There we go. Alright, so now I just need to hook the speedometer back up, close everything back up, hook the bottom of the wheel up, and we should be good to go.